All right, my good people. It's your boy, Sir-Earl, coming back at you with another podcast, putting it up kind of late. It's Monday evening, 4:30, about 4:35. Monday evening, January 3rd. Um, I wanted to put it up Friday. Just been like crazy with a bunch of other stuff we had to do. Um, So I definitely missed not jumping on here. It's something that I've become quite used to. This is episode number 140, which when I started it, if you ever go back and listen to the first one, I think I sounded horrible. I think I sounded like shit. But after 139 after that, you get the swing of it. Um, but I wanted to say Happy New Year and great holidays. I hope everybody enjoyed their holidays. Um, competitors trying to keep up with me. Um, if we're talking about from a physical standpoint, I hope you ate a bunch of shit, got fat, gave me a few more days to get past you. You're trying to keep up with me on a business level. That's really never going to happen. But, uh, I wish everybody enjoyed their holidays. So, one of the things that this podcast I wanted to cover on here is that everybody goes around and talks about the gloom and doom of 2021, the pandemic, and coronavirus and all that. Um, I've tried to I've tried to find a positive and have a great life every day. So therefore, I can't remember having bad years because there's something of substance in every year. If you walk around like Chicken Little, the sky is falling and everything is always negative, then you're probably a very negative person. I look for the silver lining. I try to find good in everything that I do. I try to be a positive thinking person. I've had a great year every year since 1965, which is the year I was born. Um, last year specifically, my son came back home, which was great. I mean, he'll be 27 in March. A lot of people, some people look and, oh, your child came back home, he's grown. Yeah, but, he came back home, he works for me, and that's always been a dream of mine to come true. I get to see him every day. I get to have a proper input into his mindset and his growth and the things that I think he's going to need to be a great man within his world for him and his family when he has one, not too soon, hopefully. So that was a great thing. Chie, after all these years of competing in a figure competition, um, taking second and third at some of the highest international levels competition. She finally broke through at the national show, the North American, and won her class, which gave her pro card. She made her pro debut in Atlanta. Fortunately, it didn't turn out as well as we would have liked. She got sick once we got down there, which it happens. You get that close, it happens. It was still an honor to obtain a pro card, which a lot of people don't get to do. I would probably say if 1% of the people who actually takes up weight training competitively and could get to the professional status, you might be looking at a point half a percent maybe. It's not an easy thing, but she managed to train hard enough and keep the discipline and things like that, and finally got a pro card, which was a dream of ours since she started competing. So that happened. We moved to a new facility. Actually, January 4th will be tomorrow. Will be exactly 1 year that we've been here. So we grew actually double the size. I mean, we've had bigger locations, but we wasn't ready for it. We doubled the size. We were at 3,000 square feet. Now we're at 6,000 square feet. We have space. We have a masseuse on hand. Great retail shop. If you guys ever look on my Facebook on the Ratio, RATIOONETOONE, which is ratio1to1.com. You see a lot of pictures. We have pictures of the studio. We have pictures of the retail. It's a great looking facility. A lot of our clients love it. We've managed to drastically increase our hours, our pricing, our money, our receivables, everything. So, I can never look at 2021 as a failure or any negative light, because we did and received and had so much fun in 2021. There's nothing negative about it. It taught me a lot. I learned a lot. Um, of factors that can come into your life that's beyond your control. Every situation it's a learning lesson. So during that time, whether a lot of people, pulled the ostrich and stuck their head under the sand and hope they didn't get nipped in the ass, we saw a lot of businesses go under. We saw a lot of places close. I don't think for a second that I would not have been able to get the location for the price that I did um, in Homewood, the facility that I'm at now. I am 100% convinced I wouldn't have been able to get that without businesses going under and so hard to uh, open up other businesses because everything was shutting down. Um, I wound up getting a super great deal at the location I'm at. But that's why I said it's like there's a positive in every situation. There's a silver lining in everything that you do if you have the proper mindset, a positive mindset, and you seek out what's great about situations. You'll always find what is great about the situation. So we come to this time of the year. In January, and we're already starting to see it with the increase in phone calls, increase in traffic. Um, we have a lot of people making their New Year's resolutions, get in shape. That should last. Today is the third. That should last about the fourth. Um, I would love to see people, instead of picking health goals, setting as a resolution, hoping that it happens for them. Here's the thing: whatever you do, if your goal is to get in better shape and lose some weight, you first and foremost, no matter what it is, you have to change your habits. A lot of people to wish to lose weight without changing your habits. The problem is people, and I find I've been in this industry a very long time, and I find that people don't want to sacrifice. They don't, and that's why year after year after year you make that same resolution, and it never comes to flourish for you, because it's one thing to say I want to be in shape. It's another thing to create the habits that will allow you to achieve those goals. So what I try to tell people is don't make a resolution, set a goal, and find the discipline that it takes, create the habits. Um, Most of the time when people are not in the physical condition that they like to be in, they know why they're not. And usually 99.99% of the chance, percent of the time, it's nutrition. People don't want to eat right. If the whole world started eating for results and not taste, I would probably not have a job. I'd have to go get a real job. But that's never going to happen. We have an obese country. We're addicted to food. We're addicted to sweets and candy and all this other bullshit that they be taking advantage of, which adds security for my job. But for anything that the two top resolutions for this time of the year is health and wealth. So even if your New Year's resolution is wealth, if you're continuing to overspend, if you're continuing to not save and invest, if you're continuing to buy things, rich people buy things that appreciate, poor people buy things that depreciate. So you're going out, you're spending your money on Air Jordans. They'll never make you no money. Well, I want to try to buy some stock in Air Jordan and see how that works for you. Um, we don't, they said the average person doesn't have $1,000 in savings for any type of insurance, for any type of tragedy. And that's, but you look, they got Louis bags and Coach purses and Air Jordan shoes, and they got all this shit, but yet they've yet to invest anything in the fact that something that makes money. Um, I'm on a new mission to go over my entire budget, see where I can cut, see where I can grow. That's what I was doing all weekend. And, I want to increase my financial value, stability, and it takes discipline. I mean, and I'm not a person that blows money on anything by any means. I don't have any design or nothing. Um, I just never believed in it. I grew up in an impoverished time where those things we could not afford, and my mother wasn't about to go out and kill herself trying to get them. She got you the basic essentials, the things that you needed by law, so she couldn't be taken in by DCFS. And we learned to appreciate all the things that we had, and that's the same way that I try to raise my son, and that is, all this bullshit, all this Nike and every play system that come out, and and you got this and you got that. All that don't mean anything, man. Money in the bank financial freedom is priceless. A lot of people, we were taught as young people, money is bad, and it's not. It's, it took me to getting to an old age to realize that there is nothing in life that you can do without money. There was a line from Jay Z, and one of the things he said, you can't help the poor if you're one of them. So I got rich, I gave back. That's the win-win. A lot of times you're in a position where you need some financial help, and all the people know, especially black folks, is I'm gonna pray for you. Well, shit, I'm gonna pray for myself. I need some money, but they don't have it. So we have to develop a different frame of mind when it comes to health. We have to develop a different frame of mind, and that's all it is, just a mental thing. A different frame of mind when it comes to health, a different frame of mind when it comes to working out. Quit up trying all these fat ass, trying to get that quick diets and surgeries, and all that shit is just bull. I've been around this for 30 years, and I've seen these things come and go. Uh, Body by Jake, Tony Little, P90, all these things, they came, they were hot for a year, and then they faded away. And these things that these people are trying to jump on now, it's going to do the same thing. The only thing I've seen last for as long as I've been in this business is the things that I do now. So, I have friends that are in the fitness business, and it's, oh, did you try this? Did you try that? And that stuff gonna come and go. I stay with the old school basics. They've never failed anybody, and they're not gonna start. Weightlifting, sculpting the body, eating right, doing cardio. It's been getting people in shape since the beginning of time. So quit looking for an easy fix. Quit looking for, well, if I go on this keto diet, if I eat one meal, if I cut out the meat. That's the thing. Why people pick on meat all the goddamn time? I know some of the greatest physiques in the world, and what people try to do, they try to detox, they try to cut out meat, they try to run a marathon, they try everything but the right damn thing. I don't care what you try. If it's not the right thing, it's not going to work for you. If you're trying to head north from here downtown and you speeding south, you ain't getting downtown. You ain't heading north. It's never going to happen. I don't give a shit how fast you go. So that's one of the things I'd like to see more people do is just try to start doing things the right way. It seems in life we can't appreciate nothing that's simple. People got to make it complicated. If you got money, you got to be a thief. If you're a bodybuilder and you're in shape and you've been disciplined for over 30 years, oh, you got to be taking some type of drug. Everything is an excuse because you refuse to do it. Get off your ass and do something and quit making excuses of why other people have achieved it and you haven't. They achieved it because they work hard, man. You know what I mean? Quit the bullshit, and I hear it all the time being in this sport. Well, these guys work their ass off to achieve their physiques, and all you ever hear, oh, it's gotta be steroid. Quit the bullshit and take. First thing you have to do is be honest with yourself and look in the mirror and understand you're a fat piece of shit because you don't eat right, you don't work out, you don't do nothing that you need to do to change your physique. When you admit that, then maybe you can start making some changes to achieve those things instead of always sitting back blaming every damn body about what they've done and why you ain't got it and they got to be doing this or they got to be doing that. No, why they just can't be doing the right things? What's wrong with that? That's why I say simple. But we can't take simple. It's got to be complex. Um, it's got to be something that they're doing cheating that I'm not, and I hate that they've taken on the form with bodybuilding or any fitness competition. It's called it cheating. You know what I mean? The same pencil neck ass geek that write for the newspaper. He was one time in high school. He was the guy that never could get on the team. He can never hang with the jocks. But now that he has a pen, he think he has some power and he can write and oh they're cheating, they're this, they're that. Man, they ain't freaking cheating, man. They working out. I know bodybuilders that's trained for 30, 40, 50 years, haven't missed a meal, haven't missed a workout. You barely get your fat ass to the gym, but yet you want to call him a cheater. Y'all need to stop that, man. I'd love to see a really good change in people about always making excuses, man. Stop the damn excuses and work your ass off, and I guarantee you, it will pay off for you. So this is your man. I'm kind of late getting this up, but I'll have another one up Saturday, Friday and Saturday. And until next week, let's work hard, man. Let's get to working hard and quit making excuses for every goddamn thing we don't do. You don't get points for the shots you don't take. So until next week, this is your man, Sir-Earl. I'm checking out of here, and I'll be back again next week. And hope you guys tune in. Peace out.